You know me, dude. I mean, I go off the air every week, like you said, in hour number 1, where I say the show sucks. So I'll be honest with you. I think tonight's show, I think we're on our game tonight.
It feels like crap to me for some reason. I don't know why. I'll have to listen.
See, it feels good. You'll have to go back and listen to the archive. But I'm feeling good tonight, man. I started off pretty slow. I'm about to get this problem resolved, and we're back, man. We're back. You know what I mean? We're back, and we're doing something right. We're doing something right, man, because people are showing up on a weekly basis, the same people over and over, which is awesome to see. You know what I mean? It's kind of great.
We have our audience. I'm just worried that if I tried to promote it on the websites we don't promote it on right now, the ones that I work for, if we brought in like a mass amount of people that have never heard the show before, they'd probably think we're idiots, because a lot of our stuff is like callbacks, like jokes we've used to told, now we bring them back up, or catchphrases that people wouldn't know and stuff like that.
Yeah, but we've got enough diehard loyal fans.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey, let's talk about some news here. I'll try to get to a few more calls, guys. I probably only got about 5 or 10 more minutes here before we got to end this thing just a little bit early. And then next Tuesday night, I promise you guys, 2 hours, 7 to 9 Eastern time, every Tuesday night, WZROnline.com is the official home of WZR Radio. Chat room, WZROnline.com/chat on a weekly basis. Let's talk about Bret Hart to WWE rumors. That seems to be a big story this past week. Jim Ross wrote a blog today where basically said, would it be a weekly thing where he'd come in? I don't know. I mean, he's done stuff for Ring of Honor. We haven't seen Bret Hart in years. You know what I mean? I mean, the guy's just, even for indie promotions, Ring of Honors, whatever, we haven't seen the guy. And the fact that he's back here with Ring of Honor, he's doing some stuff with them, he's shown interest in maybe coming back, maybe a general manager role after this celebrity thing is over. But nonetheless, there have been talks recently, in the last few months, and we'll just have to wait and see where they go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot of people are jumping the gun.
I wouldn't rule it out.
And they're writing the stories like it's like inevitable, like it's going to happen for sure, just a matter of when. Right. And that's not the case. It's not guaranteed to happen just because he's open to the idea now. Doesn't mean it's guaranteed that it's going to happen, because there's been a million times where they've come close to getting him to come back for whatever reason, and at the last second he just didn't want to do it. He changed his mind, or they couldn't agree on terms or whatever.
You know what the other thing is we can report something like that, and we could bold title and put rumor, Bret Hart in talks. You know what I mean? And the entire internet would jump all over it and tell Bret Hart's returning to WWE. I read Bret Hart.
Anything with Bret Hart and WWE in the same is going to cause it's going to happen.
And we've never once said that. There were talks a few months ago. There's nothing confirmed. You know what I mean?
No.
So,
he came out and said that it's not for money reasons, but he actually slipped as far as making that excuse, because on a radio show, he had said they were asking him about some video project he was working on, and he said, I can't do that right now. I need the money, or I need money, or I don't have the money to do that right now, or something that made it sound like he needs money. Not needs it, but he's out trying to make money now. You know what I mean? So that seems to be the one part people are running with, which I don't know if it's money or not, but I mean, whatever the reason is, he's changed his attitude out of nowhere for seemingly no reason. I would assume the guy needs money, and if that's the case, then the chances of him coming back
he hasn't done shit. He hasn't done shit in years. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but he made plenty of money. He made plenty of money in wrestling and with a celebrity.
Plenty of money, but I mean, think of the cost of living per year.
And a divorce. Don't forget the divorce. That'll fuck your money up.
Right. I mean, there's a lot of things. I would say it's money. You know, just like you. I mean, Ring of Honor. That's a quick paycheck for him. WWE. The fact that he's even considering it, makes you think. But nothing is confirmed. You know what I mean?
And if you were to do it, I doubt he would wrestle. So you'd probably never see the Shawn Michaels match you want to see. I don't know if they would touch on the Montreal Screwjob or not. They would almost have to, but would it be a big angle, or would it be something where Bret Hart just tries to switch the focus to, okay, well, DX, you want to get revenge? How about you fight my cousins, or the Hart Dynasty, whatever the hell they are? Because I know he wants to help those guys out, the Hart Dynasty people. So that would be one way of going about it, but who the hell knows?
Well, and that'd be over on SmackDown too. Well, they could easily move them back over to Raw if they wanted Brett on Raw. Which
plus the rumor I heard was that if he were to come back, it would be more likely that he'd be on SmackDown because that would avoid all of the Triple H, Shawn Michaels stuff, and Vince McMahon.
That's true.
Yeah, and
right.
So who knows?
Quick, we're talking about SmackDown right now, possibly Bret Hart at some point. Who knows? Nothing's confirmed though, guys. Nothing. I mean, until you hear otherwise on the websites. I mean, nothing at all.
I would say around WrestleMania time next year, if he hasn't come in already, which I doubt he will be if he does come. But by WrestleMania time next year, that'll heat up like a mother.
We had the SmackDown 10th anniversary show tonight. Couple spoilers for you guys. The Rock taped a pre-taped segment from his home last week. Vicky Guerrero as well. She's been contacted. The Iron Sheik is also backstage, and possibly JBL as well. Guys that are just going to come in for a one-time appearance. Decade of SmackDown taping tonight from Boston. I know you got the ECW SmackDown spoilers as well. I think that's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah. I was going to say, did you want me to read those off real quick?
Yeah. We'll do that. Actually, you know what? Do it right now. ECW spoilers for tonight. If you guys don't want to be spoiled, these are the results for tonight's ECW on Sci-Fi show at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. Give it to him, Matty Boone.
Alrighty, the dark match was Mike Knox defeating Jimmy Wang Yang in a quick match. The ECW main event. We announced earlier it was Christian versus Zack Ryder for the ECW title. They changed that. It'll now be a 4-on-1 match with Regal, Vladimir Kozlov, Ezekiel Jackson, and Zack Ryder versus Christian per interim GM William Regal's order. So I guess he's the interim GM tonight, or has been for a while. I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, but Tiffany is the general.
Yeah. So interim means replace while the other, like interim champion UFC while they're not there. But so I guess he's the GM tonight. John Morrison was on the Abe Washington show.
Really?
Dolph Ziggler came out and interrupted Morrison during it, and let's see. Apparently, it was an awful segment. And
that's interesting because these are SmackDown guys that are coming over to ECW tonight.
Yeah, and then after that segment, the main event was changed yet again by the quote-unquote board of directors, who I guess disagreed with William Regal's interim GM call. They're adding Yoshi, whatever his name is, Tommy Dreamer, and Goldust to Christian's team. So it'll be a 4-on-4 match with those guys. Next up was Shelton Benjamin versus Paul Burchill. Sheamus came out and attacked Shelton Benjamin before the match started. Referees and security break it up, and that was that. It's a big cluster, whatever. Shelton Benjamin and Paul Burchill finally had the match after a commercial, and Benjamin got the win with the pay dirt. It was said to be a decent match. And then backstage, we see Christian trying to get his team ready, and Goldust and all those guys trying to get them hyped up. And then we had our main event, which was the 8-man tag we mentioned earlier, and it ended when Yoshi Tatsu pinned William Regal after a high kick. And let's see here. Sheamus versus Tyler Rex just now started up, and Sheamus won. So I don't know if that's ECW or if they're doing it for. They already did it for Superstars.
The segment, the Abraham Washington show with John Morrison and Dolph Ziggler. I'm guessing that may be Superstars. As
that says right here, John Morrison versus the Abe Washington show for ECW, and it's Meltzer. So.
All right.
I don't know. I mean, they could be wrong. I mean, they're getting their reports from a fan who could be confused. Who the hell knows? But yeah, I'll check around for SmackDown spoilers. So what else we got? What are we gonna do?
Well, one other. I mean, that's pretty much EC. That's what we got for EC.
Yeah, that's the whole show. Yeah.
All right. Before we get on out of here, I want to give you some time to talk a little bit about UFC. I didn't see the Chris Arreola Klitschko fight from this past weekend. I was down in New York City, so I missed that.
That was just in case we ran out of stuff to talk about. It was a boring fight.
Well, give us some UFC for a little bit, man. We'll end on that.
Yeah, Klitschko won. Very easy fight. Nothing to talk about. UFC, The Ultimate Fighter, is tomorrow night, Wednesday, depending on if you listen to the archive or not, and it'll be on Spike TV, 10 to 11 p.m. Eastern Time. So it'll be Kimbo Slice, his UFC fighting debut, and first fight since losing to Seth Petrozelli in that shocking knockout loss on the CBS show. And he'll be fighting the best fighter on the show this season, which is former IFL heavyweight champion Roy Big Country Nelson. Those two will be going at it at the end of the show tomorrow night. Should be the biggest rated show in Ultimate Fighter history. If not, the first episode of the season will be. But it'll be among the top 3, top 2 of all time. And should be a big deal. A lot of people are saying Kimbo probably loses this one, but he's talking in conference calls like he did good. So I don't know if that's just to throw people off or not. But yeah, Ultimate Fighter tomorrow night.
I think he's going to be signed by UFC anyway. You know what I
mean?
No,
he's guaranteed for the December show, even if he loses. That's already announced. So he's definitely with the UFC no matter what. He's definitely fighting in December no matter what. Whether or not he's in the finals in December and that's why he's fighting, or it's just an undercard match, we'll find out tomorrow night, I guess.
Tomorrow night, live on Spike TV, the Ultimate Fighter reality series. Really, really good show.
It's not live, but yeah.
Well, not live. You're right.
That fight happened back in June, I believe. So.
Yeah, it's always good entertainment. Quentin Rampage Jackson, problems with him. We didn't get to talk about that last week. Quit UFC.
Yeah.
I've actually got somebody just showed up at the door, so we've got to get on out of here so I can get this shit resolved. Next Tuesday night, we're going to be back here, 7 to 9 Eastern Time. You ain't got nothing else, Matty B, do you?
No. Just check out MMAnews.com for, we got a bunch of interviews. I won't bother you with the list. MMAnews.com. All right,
MMAnews.com. That's going to do it. We'll be back next Tuesday night, 7 to 9 Eastern Time, WZROnline.com. Thanks to everybody who came out in the chat room tonight. New production as well next week. So we'll have all that for you next Tuesday night. For Matt Boone.
That's me.
This is Ryan Clark.
That's him.
Saying see you next Tuesday night, 7 to 9 Eastern Time, WZROnline.com.